Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kayla Simone, and I'm just going to be chit-chatting with you all today, just doing a TWA talk, because I haven't really had, like, just in general, a natural hair talk in a while. I think I did when I first started my channel and kind of told you guys, like, what my hair type was, showing you all kind of what my texture looks like, and that's when, excuse me, I had hair. Well, I do now, like, it's growing back, but this was prior to my big chop and things like that. Mind you all, if you see me in this outfit, same makeup look, all that, in a whole nother video, which would be my how I get my hair into a puff video, I don't know which one will go up first, but just know I felt like filming today. All right, I went on a hiatus kind of last week. I just was being sick, and I'm still kind of sick right now, and just trying to get stuff in order. I'm not filming, so I've been trying to get out a video every week, but this past week in particular, I just hadn't put anything out, and I think I kind of owe myself just a little woosah time, like a little break. It's funny because I'm filming this video on Valentine's Day, hence a little Valentine's Day makeup, just something that I tried out. But yeah, so enough rambling, but just so far my experience with having a TWA has been full of ups and downs, and I don't know what I'm gonna name this video. It'll probably be like the truth about TWAs or the truth about natural hair, but going through a natural hair journey, or whatever your journey may be, is similar to going through anything. Nothing's gonna be peachy keen, nothing's gonna be perfect. When I was considering, first of all, when I was considering chopping my hair off, which was March of last year, so next month will be my 1-year anniversary, and I was just like, I don't know what made me do it. I had just lost both of my grandparents. I just was tired of my hair. I feel like I was stressing out, and it was just like, I'm gonna cut my hair off. And it was funny because I was working, one of my coworkers at the time, we were sitting in the studio, and I was like, I'm gonna get my hair cut off tomorrow. She was like, no, you're not. Or I was like, no, I'm gonna go today. And she was like, no, you're not. I was like, he's telling me I can go today. And I was texting the hairdresser guy that two of my friends, my really close friends, recommended me to, because he cut both of their hair, and I was like, I'ma go, like, I'm going. She was like, no, you're not, no, you're not. Literally right after I got off of work, I say it was like 2 or 3 o'clock, I went to the salon, pulled up. Like, in my mind, I was just like, forget it, like, I'm cutting my hair off, I don't care. It was such a rash decision, but I feel like I've been wanting to kind of big chop for a while, just to see how it was, because I initially transitioned. So I get to the shop, and the guy's name is Dave. Awesome guy. He was feeling my skull, trying to figure out what my head shape was like. He was so sweet. And he was just like, all right, well, what do you want? And I showed him like 2 pictures of kind of like the feel that I wanted. So one big chop was very like the same length all over the head, and then the other one was a tapered cut. He was like, I don't know, the tapered might look good. So he just got scissor happy. He actually was like, you know who Amber Rose is? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, and I'm like, no, you're not cutting you're not gonna like shave me bald, like, Dave, we're not about to do that. But he cut my hair off, and my friend Jennifer actually came to the salon with me, and she was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did it. But she big chopped probably like a year or 2 before I did anyway, so I trusted him because her hair looked so good when he cut her hair off. And next thing you know, he's just chopping all my highlights and hairs on the floor. And I remember at the time, I didn't care. I didn't tell my boyfriend. I didn't tell anybody. Except for my friends, I just went and got my hair cut off, because I felt like even though I know he doesn't care, but I just didn't care about what anybody thought. I told my mom I was getting it cut off that day. She was like, you sure? You know, hold on, wait a minute. I came home, took my hood off, like, I don't have no hair no more. And it was cool. Like, it was initially scary, but I really, really liked it. And I could never picture myself without hair at some point in time, because I feel like people consider that such a standard of beauty, is having, you know, long, beautiful hair, or continuing to grow your hair to this length. And I am in the process of growing my hair out now, but I felt like I really needed a strong like foundation and just a new slate. So that's kind of just a little background on my TWA. But it's funny because there were pros and there were cons. Like, the pros was that, like, I could hop in the shower, especially during the summertime. I could hop in the shower, wash my hair, and just let it dry throughout the day, and I didn't have to worry about it. Pros was because my texture, it was a clean slate. It was like new hair, because this was like mainly new growth. I could hop in the shower, hop out, throw some conditioner in my hair, and keep it moving. It was no, and honestly, the summertime you can pretty much do that. But there was no extra. I feel like when I was transitioning, I was doing so much, like, where like, it was weird because my hair started growing out. And then it's around the winter time. So of course, number one, we're not just hopping in and out of the shower and just walking outside, because, girl, like, nobody's trying to catch pneumonia. And number two, like, the back of my hair started growing, and it was very subtle, but you can tell that it was growing, because like pieces like this, it would start hanging. But it was really weird because it's not as long as the front, obviously, because my head is still in that tapered shape. But it was just like random pieces in the back of my head that was just hanging. And I'm like, so this is that awkward stage that everybody who cuts their hair is that they speak of. That awkward stage where, you know, your hair not long but it's not short, so it just sit there and just be like this. And I don't know, I'm just at the point now where, like, I just want some braids. I don't even want to fool with a wig. Like, I just want some braids, something, so that I just don't even have to, like, touch it for a while. But I'm liking the fact that I can finally, like, fit it in a little puff. It's a little puff, but it's a puff nonetheless. But I would say to anybody who's just, like, thinking about getting a TWA or big chopping or making that decision, number one, make sure that you do it because it's something that you want to do. Make sure you do it for the right reasons for you. Like, when I decided to cut my hair off, to be honest, I didn't care who was gonna like it or wasn't gonna like it, because my whole goal was to make sure that my hair was as healthy as possible. So, like, you know, and everybody, I got really good responses. Like, when I cut my hair off, everyone was like, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. But even if they hadn't, like, who gonna check me, boo? In my Sheree voice, who gonna check me? I cut my hair off because I wanted to cut my hair off. So again, for anybody who, you know, they're in between, they're not sure, number one, like, always do your research on your hairstylist or the people you're going to, or make sure you know what their work looks like. Also, make sure that you're prepared to take care of your hair, because at the end of the day, big chop, transition, whatever, it's all a lot of work. It's all like, obviously my hair is a lot healthier, as you can see, than and not to say that my old curls weren't healthy, they were. This is just a new level of health that I wanted to achieve. And you still have to be prepared to put in that work for your natural hair, whether you start all over again or whether you're transitioning. Make sure you pay attention to your hair being heat sensitive and things like that. Like, there's so many things that goes into transitioning or big chopping. But again, if you want a big chop, like, make sure you're prepared. Make sure that, you know, because sometimes it can get a little rough. I know, you know, there will be times where I'm like, oh, I usually would be able to just throw my hair up in a ponytail or in a bun, and now I'm just stuck with whatever it looks like that day. And that's okay. We're not always going to have great hair days, perfect hair days, whatever. You know, sometimes we are going to look a little funny, and, you know, that's what, you know, make sure. I guess for me, what I always used to do was make sure that if one area was lacking and the other one was, like, distracting. So I wore makeup for sure before I got my hair cut off. but it just started making me experiment more with eyeshadows and just all the highlight things like that I would normally just maybe throw some foundation on, a BB cream, CC cream, and do some eyeliner and be done, or some lipstick and be done. This forced me to get out of my comfort zone with makeup and kind of like do more to my face so that it can complement my hair, thanks ESPN, or anything like that. So there's a lot of things that you can do, accessories like earrings. I know for me, when I start getting lazy or start trying to figure out other ways to protect my hair, I wrap my hair in scarves. I love scarves. They were so pretty. I felt like they were an attention getter. It wasn't hair, but it was very intricately wrapped, and I just felt like the queen that I was. So there's so many things that you can do when you have a TWA that you just kind of have to step outside of your comfort zone and just go all in. Like, you know, it is what it is, but I think that I'm really glad that I did it, because if I didn't, there's just a whole different level of inner beauty that you kind of experienced, and just to know that you had the support of a family, friends, boyfriend, you know, whatever, that they still thought you were just as beautiful after you cut all your hair off than you did before. I mean, that was like really cool that I had a great support system. But in any other case, I had to love myself first. I had to like myself with my TWA first before I could worry about anybody else liking what I look like or whatever. So now that my hair is finally starting to grow out, it's almost like that payoff period where things are starting to kind of play out like you wanted them to. And granted, I didn't come in mind with thinking like my curls are gonna be like 2A, 3B. It was none of that. I didn't know what to expect. I know that my front curls are looser than the back, and I've always known that, and it's just good to be very realistic with yourself about what your goals are and what you feel like you can accomplish, but what your hair type really is, and love your hair for what it is. But I don't know why I made this video. I just felt like talking about TWAs and the pros and the cons, or just the realism about it, and how, if you're thinking about going through it, how you should go about it, how you should really have a realistic moment. Do your research. Understand that it's not gonna be as easy as just waking up and shaking it out. You still gotta wear your satin bonnets and protect your hair and things like that, because you want it to grow out healthy. So I think that's all I got for today. I will talk to you guys next time. I hope you like this video. If you do like videos like this, or you want to have more chit chats and talks, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. And for updates on when I upload every time, just click that bell button so you will always receive notifications for when I am uploading. Woo! That was a mouthful. But I will talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. This is Kayla Simone, and I'm signing out. Like, I'm done talking.